Hi everybody, my name is Shannon and welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Well, today's gonna be fun. All right, Tuesday I've been doing some videos on patterns and books and things along that line, and fun stuff, and kind of falling in love with some of the designs that we have, or at least highlighting some that you might not have been aware of. Well, today we're doing something different. I'm highlighting something yarn related that you might not be aware of. I had the opportunity to go with my husband to a yarn store that for me was new. It's not a new yarn store, but I don't normally go south of me very much. So this is in Colorado Springs, and the yarn, well, I'll make sure I get it right? Yeah, I got my receipt here. The yarn company, or the yarn store, is Entwine, a fiber art studio, and it's in Colorado Springs. So I have some pictures, and yeah, let me post those pictures right here. And the yarns that they had, it's a smaller shop and everything. The yarns that they had, I was very impressed with. There was one thing, of course, the fingering weight yarn, hand-dyed fingering weight yarn. I'm just telling you, it just makes my heart just go flutter. It just does. So there was that tree. Yeah, you can see the video of the tree. There's that tree there, and everything on that tree is 25% off. And the reason being is that is an exclusive yarn. It is, let me read the label of it. That is a unique yarn by Karen Courier, Spruce Dragon LLC. So Spruce Dragon LLC is exclusive to the Entwine store. And they decided they don't want to dye anymore. They're done, right? There's two ladies that dye, and they're done. So everything on that tree is 25% off. So of course I had to get it. I mean, I didn't have to, but they had sparkle. They had a lot of sparkle, and I had to do it because, well, it was gorgeous and it was sparkle. In fair disclosure, I did not get all of this in one trip. I got half of it on one trip and another half on the other trip because, they still had more, and well, that's how that works. This color, if you've been around, you can see my husband picked this one. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And here is their little, let me see if I can get that to come in. Really? It's not going to focus? Okay, there you go. But that's our little tag. And this says, I've got a couple. This one obviously doesn't have the sparkle in it, but I've got more. This one is Silverthorn. It's an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and the color is lava. There's 100 grams, 445 yards, typical machine wash, gentle cycle, lay flat to dry. That makes sense. What I also liked on this is it has a lot number. This is 1022. Yeah, down here at the lot number. Yeah, not coming in too clear for you, but they do have the lot number, and that's for, it's not going to matter much longer, but if you were to call up the store and say, hey, I got one skein of this, do they have any more that were dyed at that same time? You have more of a chance of them matching. That's what that's all about. So I thought that was kind of nice. And she did write that information on my receipt too. So now I have this one, right? But look, oh yeah, they had it in sparkle too. So I have both. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, that's just, and you can do anything you want with it. You can do articles of clothing with it. You can do accessories, shawls, scarves, and really anything that you want to do with it. You just have to realize that this is going to be a gentle care. That's not a problem. But there's sparkle. And I mean, a good sparkle is just, I mean, it's just drool worthy. And that is really, really stunning. I'm liking that. And then I got some other varieties. Let's see. Oh, I dropped my stitch markers again. It's okay. You can tell who picked this one out. Look at that. That is that gorgeous sparkle with that lavender purple. And this is Hyacinthe. And this one is a little bit different. This one has the 70% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and the 5% stellina, which is that gorgeous sparkle. My husband, if you didn't know, loves to see me in purple. So this was definitely one that he picked. I think it's gorgeous too. But when you see a lot of the purples, and I show purples, it's generally his influence because I like to make him happy. That's how that works. And this one right here is the oddball of the bunch. Love the brights. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. The saturated colors, just the stunning. To me, I like the sparkle, as you can tell. Yeah, look, see, I got the perfect top for it. This top, love this top, but with the sequins, not a good top to drive on a road trip. Do you know why? Because it reflects. So you're driving and then the sun shines and it hits the sequins, and then you get red lights in the top of your roof and you think there's a cop behind you, like the whole way. I'm not gonna lie, there's been a time where I had sequins on a top and everything, and it did that, and I was on a road trip. I contemplated taking the top off and driving in my bra. I didn't. Just full disclosure, I did not do that. I did not do that. But I kept getting freaked out because, you know, every time the sun would shine, I thought I was getting pulled over. I wasn't, but yeah. Anyway, so squirrel. So this, just what you wanted to know, right? So this is called Tropical, which makes total sense. And this is the 92% superwash merino and 8% Lurex. So this is a different composition. It definitely feels different than the others too. And this is my oddball one. It does have that different feel and super, super bright. And the rest of my colors blend and could be used as a fade of some sort. This one doesn't match, but I like it. But it definitely doesn't match. Look at that with these. And then this purple is the 70% merino. Yeah, I said what that one is. You know, you could mix them if you really wanted to, but definitely has a different feel. This one's a lot softer. This one has more of a cottony type feel almost, but gorgeous. So lots of fun. So these other skeins that I got, that's what I was saying that would kind of, could actually go into a fade. Oh yeah, they're all sparkle. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All of them are sparkle. Because that's what I like. This next color is Crystals, Crystallis. It's the 70% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 5% stellina. It's the 100 grams and approximately 460 yards. There we go. Look at that. And it's got that just faded, gorgeous colorway to me. And it's stunning. I mean, I'm so in love with all the sparkles. I was thinking of doing a fade top with it. Wouldn't that be neat? Yeah, hand wash it, no big deal. But a fade, something along that line. I think the Find Your Fade, not Find Your Fade top, but you know, there's a lot of different tops like that, that what they do is they take double stranding of your fingering weight, and you do 2 strands of the same color, and then you change one of them and introduce, so it's 1 strand of this and 1 strand of your next color, and you do that for a few rows, and then you break off this color and then just go completely with the other color. Here's another color, Sandstone. Look at that. We know I love my oranges, right? Look at that pop right here. But you do that and you continue like that, and that helps to blend the colors and really creates a really nice, beautiful, unique garment. So I've got these two. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. You know, and then speaking of oranges, this is Sun-Kissed. Oh my gosh. Isn't that gorgeous? And the other thing you can do, I mean, I got them because, well, if you're going to get them while they have them, get them on sale. If you plan on using them, you can use any of these as pops of color and sparkle in anything that you're making. So you don't have to use all of the skein. You can, minis are a thing. I don't understand them because, well, I'm over here going, well, I got 1 of each. Should I have gotten 2? So yeah, you can see minis would just drive me nuts. They're beautiful, and I've been buying them this year, which is crazy. I really need to stop. So these are gorgeous. Can you see all 3 of these together? I can. And I got more. Yellow has been just on my radar this year. And I don't think that's always been the case, but yellow's really been talking to me. And this is gorgeous. That is so pretty. Look how bright that is. I don't know what color this is. I can't say the name. I don't know what it is. I can't read it either. I can't read the writing or what have you. I don't know how to say that. I can't think of the yellow that would be starting with an A, but okay, there you go. So I've got that too. And you can see, look, you've got the little bit of oranges and stuff. So I was thinking that even that, they could all still go together, right? What do you think? I think stunning. They don't have to go together, but I think they could. I really do. And then I got my more neutral colors. This one is Twinkle Scorched Earth. Yeah, I love those neutrals like that. You know, kind of like the camouflage colors with some, you know, dash of sparkle. I mean, and it is so soft. It is amazingly soft. Absolutely, really love that. I thought that one really went well with, I don't know what order I would put these in, but see, look at that. Look, that works well with this, you know, darker shade right here. But I think that they still all go. I mean, oh, I'm dropping them. Don't those look nice? And they're both sparkle. And then, you know, you can also put it with your other yarn. And I've got other stash colors too that don't have the sparkle to them, you know, to kind of space the sparkle out. But I wanted to get it while they had it. And this one is called Bark. Very appropriate. And that is gorgeous. I you know, those deep tones like that. So then I was playing with them and trying to figure out, well, you have all these, well, I have all these gorgeous colors. I need to have a way to show them to you better. But all these gorgeous colors, what order? You know what I mean? And you know, it doesn't have to be all of these, you know, a whole thing of sparkle. I've got a lot of other fingering weight yarn that I could add to it. Here we go. See, the purple and the green, not so much, but all of these other colors could work, you know, to an extent, right? What do you think? How would you put them together? But I'm liking the idea of a top and doing a fade. I think that would be stunning. And I'm still wanting to really do another shawl because I haven't done a shawl in a while. And, you know, if you're going to make a shawl, it should sparkle. It should sparkle and shine. Yes, it should. It should definitely sparkle and shine. You know, and then, you know, what type of a pattern, you know, what type of a design as far as that goes, open and lacy, or, you know, even a garter stitch with these, you know, if you were to knit it. Or I was looking at some other patterns for crochet and the nice, the lacy crochet and everything. Have you ever worked with the pineapple stitch doing crochet? Did a lot of those in the day, you know, so it's an interesting thing. When you see a large knit circle, you automatically think shawl, right? That's what a lot of people think anyway. You don't see a large knit circle and go, oh, that's a tablecloth. That's right. But you see the same thing that is a large crocheted circle. Oh, that's tablecloth. Why? So you make that same gorgeous large lace circle in crochet with this. That's not a tablecloth. That is a gorgeous, stunning shawl. So you may have a lot of patterns. I've got pattern books and everything, 30, 40 years old. So I've got a lot of tablecloth patterns. And, you know, like I said, when I look through my stash of stuff and see these large circular objects and stuff for knit, everyone's like, oh, that's automatically, it's not a tablecloth. One moment. Okay, well, what I wanted to show you as an example is look at this. Okay, this is, you know, my opinion, just stunning and gorgeous. So this is a large circle knit, right? No way would you think that's a tablecloth. You should go put that on your circle table. Oh no, this is something that you're like, wow, that is a gorgeous heirloom. That is a shawl. Where did you get that? Did somebody make that for you? And it's one of these cakes, you know, one of these. I've got lots of different colors, but that's what it is. It's a full cake, right? It's a cotton acrylic. And I used the whole thing. I don't remember what pattern is offhand, but I can find it. I went as far as I possibly could, and then I finished it off doing seed stitch going all the way around because the pattern continued and my yarn didn't. But it is gorgeous nonetheless, right? So why can't we take our luscious, gorgeous yarns, whether it's these. Now, wouldn't that be gorgeous? If you were to do something like that in the round, like I just showed you with a knit shawl, doing something like this, where you're starting with a crochet with certain colors, and then you can still fade it out. You can do your own fade, you know, or you can get like one of these cakes, right? Either way, but doing that and making a large, take that tablecloth pattern and make it into something that is gorgeous and stunning. And no one would ever say it's a tablecloth. Are you kidding? I couldn't imagine anyone saying, well, that's a tablecloth. So why would you do that with crochet? Nope. Oh, I just got it on my button. So use some of these other yarns and some of those patterns that you already have, go through stash patterns, go through something like that. And if you're taking, especially some of the older crochet patterns, if you're working with bedspread thread, which, is very similar in weight to this, you know that, right? It really is. But if you're taking some of that, unless you get the smaller ones, and crochet and come up with something that's just so sparkled, so amazing, so soft and luscious and luxurious that you can call your own. And I think I'm going to have to go that route because I love this. And it's been calling to me. I make a lot of doubles on patterns. And the reason is because the pattern's in my head, right? As soon as you've finished making it, that you have already gone through the issues. If you have any problems or anything, like I'm working on my Arnie and Carlos stockings, right? So the first stocking, the heel gave me fits. Not that the heel was anything wrong. It's a short roll heel, and that has historically given me issues. It's me, it's not the pattern. So on my second one, I did it. The first one, I had to pull it out a couple times, but on the second pattern, because I'm making two of them in two different colors, but on the second one, I got it, right? So I'll do a lot of doubles like that. And this one's been calling to me to do another one because it's just so pretty. And it wasn't as hard as it looks. I know that doesn't make any sense at all, but it really wasn't as difficult. And, looking at doing something along that line. And I've been wanting to pull out my crochet magazines and just make something that's just so luscious and stunning and just, that wow factor. I mean, that's really it. I mean, isn't that why we make crafts and stuff and we do things? So that way when somebody's like, oh, wow, I really like that. You're like, I made it, right? You get that pride and everything. You kind of sit up a little bit taller. You put your shoulders back and everything and your smile gets bigger. You're like, I did it. Yeah, that's what I'm wanting to do. And I've got all this gorgeous around me. And then I need help with the fades. I'm never really, I'm not the best. But anyway, with color, sorry. I like lots of color, but I'm putting it together in a pleasing manner. It pleases me, but maybe not so much. But yeah, doing something along that line and winding up some of this gorgeous yarn and making this crocheted creation, whether I want to make it into a shawl or a stole or something like that, that's just that massive wow factor. And I think I might have to pull out, my tablecloth patterns, because you make it out of this, no one's going to call it a tablecloth because it's too gorgeous, right? No one's going to say, oh yeah, go put that on the table over there. Nope. They're going to play tug of war with you, right? And because they're going to want it. And you're going to know it's one of a kind, it's mine. So that's what you have to do. Well, what would you do with this? Like I said, this was on two different orders, that I had gone and everything, and I realized I hadn't shown it off. And if you are interested in the yarn, I don't have any affiliation at all. I'm just showing you things that I found. I'll put the store's link down below. You can call and, what you guys do. I just wanted to let you know that it's there. It is an option. These skeins run from $26 to $30 full price, and they're 25% off. And both times I was in there 25% off until they get rid of them. I don't know if they're going to make the sale any bigger, but there you have it. That's just full disclosure. Again, I don't get anything from it, just sharing my finds, because that's what we do. We just share. It's like, look what I found. Look what you found. Let's all play. All right, everybody, I'm going to go. I've got lots of things that I have to work on, right? It is the end of the year. There's a ton that needs to be worked on. So you guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be, and I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.